Okay, today we are in a 2023 BMW 530, which is the plug-in hybrid for the 5 Series. Now, I'm going to take you guys through a POV drive today. Before we do that, let's hop out, let's take a look around the exterior of the vehicle, and we'll get in and we'll go for a drive. Now, this is finished off with the Alpine White exterior. It does have the added M Sport package as well as the Essential package. So we have the facelifted LCI, facelifted LED headlights. High gloss black exterior content has also been added. And we get the more aggressive M Sport front bumper, the M Sport wheels. You can see the electrified by eye and the blue around the roundels. 5 Series is a pretty large sedan with a really good amount of trunk space at the back. Full power tailgate. You can see that trunk space with the battery. This is the standard charging cable that comes with it for 120 volts. Now, if we toss all that up here, comes with a bag for that as well. You have this step off area or step down, so you can have it like flat, or you can have storage underneath there, or you can put it like that. So that's your options for the trunk. 2 releases to fold down the back seats, and you do have comfort door access, so full power closing of the tailgate with your foot. Interior wise, this is the black Sensatec interior. 2 USB-C charging ports at the back, and then right at the front here, this is the plug-in for the flap for the plug-in. Taking a look on the inside of the aluminum Rhombicle trim, black Sensatec interior, M Sport steering wheel. Now, before we start off, I just want to point out a couple of things. Big infotainment screen. We're still on iDrive 7. The 5 Series next gen is coming, so that's why this one doesn't have that iDrive 8. Down here, sport, hybrid, electric mode. Right now we're in sport boost. Let's go into hybrid mode, and there's even pure electric mode. See how the gauge cluster changes? So in hybrid, gives you numbers above the blue. So if you try to use more than that electricity, you'll turn on the gas engine. Same thing, you try to go above like 110, 120, you'll get the gas engine. But if you're in electric, you're in pure electric. So no matter what you do, unless you step down on the pedal and go past the button, you will not be using anything more than that. If you do, press the pedal all the way down through the kick down, then it'll switch you back over to hybrid mode. We're going to start off the trip in hybrid mode just to get a good feel for it. We also have the automatic brake hold. Now, the BMW 5 Series is the last BMW that has this tall shifter head. The X3 has moved over to the stubby one, and all the other ones have that little toggle. And this is my favorite shifter head that they offered. Now, 5 Series is that mid-size sedan for BMW where you can start to get luxury options. Not as big and as boaty as the 7 Series, but it's not going to handle as tight as the 3 Series. We are right in between. Now, the 5 Series, that's the first option you can start to get for ventilated seats. Although now they made ventilated seats more on the 3 Series and whatnot, but it's the first option to get for massaging seats. So we start to get more into the luxury items on a 5 Series. And this 5 Series is almost as big as the original 7 Series. So I'm actually going to switch over to pure electricity right now because I just want to see, like, from a still, how much the electricity, like how much power we get out of pure electric mode. All right, we're gonna do a full pedal acceleration in 3, 2, 1, and we're down. And that's all we get. Pretty sluggish for pure electricity. We're picking up now, but yeah, I mean, it's not a pure electric car, so it doesn't have a lot of electric power. This is a hybrid. It can power the car, it can move forward, but it's not launching us like you're gonna get in electric cars. So don't be getting into a hybrid expecting to be launched. Well, the suspension is quite comfortable in this compared to the 3 Series I recently drove. You can see the head-up display projection, and then with iDrive 7 we can customize. So this is the main menu for iDrive 7. On the left side you have media, comms, and you can touchscreen as well, but as you can see I can't reach without leaning forward, so I'm going to do everything through the iDrive controller. So it's nice to have 2 options, like my hands resting here, perfectly comfortable with the iDrive controller while I'm driving. Then you have communications for like your cell phone, and you have navigation. The car is going to come standard with navigation, real-time traffic info, cloud-based map system. You also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that are wireless for the navigation as well. And then car, once you're in car, then you have all these other sub-menus, and then if you go into settings, then you have all these other sub-menus to go through options. One of my favorite one is interior lighting. You can change the different colors. I think blue is always the best though. It's hard to see, but it's up along the door panel there, along the dashboard here. Hard to see because of the light. Big sunroof, power shade. Close the shade right here. Let's see, what other settings can we go through? I mean, driving information is always a cool one. I always like the sport gauges. I have a G-force meter that you can see. The G's that we're pulling with that, pure electric. We're gonna go back over to hybrid mode and just let it do its thing with its normal driving. So as long as you don't use over 40% of power, you're just gonna stay on electricity. It looks like it's a little bit of that regenerative braking when you let off the gas pedal. It's quiet in here. It's comfortable. There's still enough road feel. You know what's happening. You can trust in the steering, but more comfortable. These seats are more comfortable than other BMW seats as well. These are the 5 Series Sport seats, but they got more cushioning, more plushness than a 3 Series. Not as couchy as a 7 Series though. 7 Series just feels like you're sitting in a soft couch. It's amazing. If you guys are interested in either the 3 Series or the 7 Series, check out my profile. I've done test drives on both the 330 hybrid and 7 Series. 7 Series doesn't come in a hybrid, it's a V8 only. There is a full electric 7 Series, but I don't have that available for a test drive. Let's focus back in here on the 5 Series. Let's explore a little bit more about iDrive 7. We've got energy flow. You can see where that energy is going, what kind of energy we're using, vehicle status. You even have the plan for the charging. So if you get home, you're charging it, maybe you don't want to use it immediately, maybe you want to wait till off-peak hours, you can set that in here. We're going to switch over to Sport, and when I go into Sport, we're going to go into Extra Boost. So it's going to give us maximum engine power and maximum hybrid electric power. Now, the gas engine that this car has is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Now, with the hybrid system, we are looking at about 300 horsepower. So back to the sport gauges. We're about to merge onto the highway here, so let's get a good feel for the handling. Definitely feel how heavy the car is with the brakes. Leaning into the corners, you can definitely feel how heavy it is, but it stays planted. Pretty good pickup. Decent brakes for the weight of the vehicle. You can really feel it doesn't want to push around that corners as much. Not like the M240 I recently drove. We have a range of 90 kilometers. It's saying we have about 12 kilometers of pure electric range. Oh my god, I don't have a deal with We're just gonna get off the highway here. Switch back over to pure electric mode. Oh, there's a little geese crossing. Welcome to Canada. Look at those little baby ducks, baby geese. So yeah, let's take a little bit look more driver profiles with BMWs. Love driver profiles. Basically set it between you and your spouse that you won't have any problems with settings or anything like that. Nothing will get conflicted. Everything switches over as soon as you unlock the vehicle. And going more into the settings, you have your general settings. You can set the automatic time zones. You can configure driving modes for sport, individual, battery control. So battery control is going to be this button right here. You can click and you can engage this. You can set the target value, so 80%. You won't use the battery unless you're over 80%. You can either set it to 100, 90, 50, 30. So basically it's like saving your battery for when you get somewhere. It's very popular in Europe because they have these E-zones where you can only use pure electricity to drive in there. So a lot of people will save it to 80% until they get in, and then that's it. After that, we've got exterior lighting, driving assistance. You can also get in with this key, this short key right here. You can configure your driving assistance, so pre-collision, lane departure warning, steering intervention, blind spot monitoring can all be adjusted. Speed limit assistance, so you can have it set when you go above the speed limit. You can warn it when speeding. You'll see, like when I was driving, it was going red there. And same thing in the head-up display. You can turn those off. It doesn't warn you. Parking, maneuvering, and the vibration of the steering wheel you can adjust. Displays can be adjusted, like the head-up display. Brightness, you can see it change. Height comes up. You can even do rotation. I don't know why too much you'd need rotation, but it is an option. And then you can select what you see in navigation or head-up display. So like navigation's there, driving assistance. Speaking of navigation, let's go to nav and let's nav back to Parkview just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like.
In 600 meters, turn right.
You see it comes with the head display. We have it in the gauge cluster and over in the infotainment system.
Time is 2 minutes.
I personally don't like the voice. Let's turn the voice off. And then in main menu, map still shows up. When you have real-time traffic info, it'll go from white to green and orange and red depending on the traffic situation. And then after that, where were we? We were displays, there's doors and vehicle access. My favorite one, comfort door access, so it automatically locks and unlocks as you walk away from it. There's a digital key that you can actually activate or put into your cell phone. Fold the mirrors in when the vehicle locks. The interior lighting, climate control, preconditioning. You can even set that from your cell phone if you wanted to turn on the preconditioning. Now with the hybrids, it does go off of the electric power. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is. There's also owner's manual if you need to do any keyword searches. Yeah, just a smooth, enjoyable ride of the 5 Series. I like how with iDrive 7 you still have all your physical climate control buttons here. All right, so that's all I've got for my 530e hybrid test drive. Once again, thank you to Parkview BMW for supplying the test drive vehicle here today. If you guys are in the Toronto marketplace and you're looking to purchase a BMW, this one is for sale, or any other BMW, come visit Parkview BMW. You can also reach out to me on the sales team at my email down below, and I'm happy to help you guys out with purchasing a vehicle. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys made it all the way to the end, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.